And I should have died that night, but instead, he found me. A stranger with cold eyes, a voice too calm for a storm like mine, and a reason to save me that I didn't understand. Not until it was already too late. Because the moment I stepped into his mansion, my life stopped belonging to me.
I don't remember the actual moment things went wrong. 1 second, I was running through the rain, heart pounding like it wanted out of my chest, and the next, I was collapsing on a road that looked way too fancy for someone like me. Everything blurred after that. The headlights, the screech, the way someone yelled, "Don't move! Hey, can you hear me?" And then he appeared. Tall, sharp jawline, black coat swaying in the wind, eyes like he could read every secret I ever tried to bury. He knelt beside me and said, "Don't pass out. Not yet," like he wasn't giving me a choice. I tried to pull away, but my body refused to listen. He lifted me, effortless, like I weighed nothing, and carried me toward a car that was definitely too expensive to touch with my existence. "Why are you helping me?" I whispered. He didn't answer. He just put me in the passenger seat, buckled me in, and started the engine. Only then did he speak. "Because someone should have saved you long before this."
Chapter 1. The Mansion That Didn't Feel Real. When I woke up, I was in a bed softer than anything I'd ever slept on. White blankets, warm light, a faint scent of cedar, and something calming. A door opened. He walked in, the same guy from last night. Up close, he looked even more unreal. Hair slightly messy, like he'd been running his hands through it, dress shirt rolled at the sleeves. Eyes watching me way too closely. "You're awake," he said, voice low. "Good." I tried sitting up. Instant regret. He stepped closer to help. No, I'm fine," I muttered, flinching before he even touched me. He froze. His jaw tightened, like he wanted to say something but swallowed it back. "You're safe here," he finally said. "You don't have to be scared." But people who say that are usually the ones you should run from. Chapter 2. The Reason He Didn't Let Me Go. Days passed. He fed me, bandaged me, let me rest. His name was Adrian. A little too perfect, a little too controlled. We talked sometimes. Small things, careful things, but the air around him always felt like he was hiding something. Then one night, I woke up from a nightmare, sweating, shaking. Before I could even breathe properly, he was in my room. "Are you hurt? What happened?" His voice wasn't cold anymore. There was panic in it. And that's when I realized something. He cared. Way too much. Way too fast. Nobody reacts like that for a stranger. "Why are you doing all this?" His expression cracked for the first time, and the truth spilled out. "Because I knew you before that night." My chest tightened. "What?" "You don't remember me," he said quietly, "but I never forgot you." Then he told me everything. About the night, years ago, when he saw me crying behind an old bookstore. About how he wanted to help but had been too scared to approach. About spending years wondering what happened to me. About seeing me collapse on that road felt like losing me twice. My throat closed. "Why didn't you just take me to a hospital?" His answer was terrifyingly soft. "Because I didn't want to lose you again." Chapter 3. When the world outside came back for me. For a while, the mansion felt like a dream. He made breakfast. I made sarcastic comments he pretended not to smile at. We argued about small things, laughed about even smaller things. But peace never lasts. One evening, when he thought I was asleep, I heard him whispering on the phone. "No, he stays here. If they find him again, they won't stop this time." Fear crawled up my spine. "Who's looking for me?" I demanded the next morning. He avoided my eyes. "People who shouldn't exist." "Adrian," I pushed, "just tell me." So he did. The truth was bigger than I ever imagined. The people I ran from, the ones who had ruined my life, were part of an underground network powerful enough to erase people without leaving a trace. And they wanted me back. Not because they missed me, because I knew too much. "You weren't safe out there," Adrian said softly. "You're still not." I swallowed hard. "So I'm a prisoner here." For the first time, his expression broke. "No, you're not a prisoner. You're someone I care about, someone I want to protect." "Then let me choose," I whispered. "Do I stay or do I leave?" He closed his eyes like the question physically hurt him. "You don't understand," he said. "They're already close. If you leave, I'll die." He didn't deny.
Chapter 4. The Night They Finally Found Us. It happened without warning. Glass shattered, alarms blared. Adrian grabbed my hand and pulled me behind him. "Stay close," he ordered. His voice wasn't gentle anymore. It was sharp, focused. He wasn't the quiet, calm man I knew. He was someone dangerous, someone ready to destroy anyone who tried to take me. "Why are they after me?" I yelled over the chaos. He hesitated only a second. "Because you left with something they want." "What did I take?" His jaw tightened. "Your freedom." Before I could understand, armed men stormed the hall. Adrian pulled me into a hidden passage. Heart racing, breath shaking, his hand gripping mine like it was the only thing grounding him. "They won't stop," he whispered. "Not until they know you're gone for good." I stared at him. "Then run with me." His eyes widened. You'd want to leave with me?" "Adrian," I whispered, "the only time I ever felt safe was with you." He breathed out like he'd been underwater for years. "Then I'll protect you, no matter what."
Chapter 5. The Final Escape. We made it to his car. Engines roared behind us. Adrian's hand was shaking as he started the ignition. "Hold on," he said. I grabbed his arm. "If we die," he cut me off, "because I haven't told you everything yet." "Everything?" I echoed. His voice dropped to a whisper. "I didn't save you out of guilt or pity. I saved you because losing you the first time almost broke me, and I'm not surviving that twice." The chase behind us grew louder. "Adrian?" He squeezed my hand. "I'm with you," he said. "Whatever comes next." And that's how our story ended. Not with perfect happiness, not with a fairy tale. Just two people running through the night, choosing each other even when the whole world wanted to pull us apart. And sometimes that's enough.
Chapter 6. Hiding in a world that wasn't ours. We drove for hours. Rain turned into fog, fog into silent, empty highways. Adrian's knuckles were white on the steering wheel, but his eyes kept flicking toward me, checking if I was still breathing. "Where are we going?" I whispered. He said, "A safe house, somewhere even they can't track." His voice was steady, but his hands weren't. I placed my hand over his. He froze for a second, like he wasn't expecting me to reach for him. I murmured, "You don't have to do this alone." Something in him cracked, just a little. By the time we reached the safe house, a small cabin hidden behind pine trees, both of us were exhausted. Inside, my legs finally gave up. Adrian caught me before I hit the floor. He said, "You need to rest." I shot back, And you need to stop pretending you're made of stone. His lips twitched. He whispered, "Only around you do I forget how to be cold." I didn't know how to answer that, so I just let him hold me.
The next morning, I found him outside, talking to someone on the phone. "No, I'm not leaving him," he said sharply. "I don't care what the council says." I stepped out. He stiffened. "You heard that," he said quietly. "Yeah. Who's the council?" "A group that wants me to return without you." "So they're on their side?" "No," he said. "They're on no one's side. They just want balance. And you," he exhaled, "you ruin balance." I blinked. "Me? Why?" He hesitated. "Because you didn't just witness their crimes," he said softly. "You survived something no one was meant to survive." A chill ran down my spine. "What did they do to me, Adrian?" He looked away. "That's the part I didn't want you to remember." His voice cracked. "So I remembered for you." Chapter 8. The Memory I Was Never Meant to Find. That night, sleep didn't come easily. When it did, I dreamt. No, I remembered. A room with no windows. A man grabbing my collar. Needles. Light too bright to breathe in. Voices whispering. Test subject. Asset. Don't let him escape this time. I woke up screaming. Adrian rushed in, pulled me into his arms. "It's coming back," I choked out. "What did they do to me?" His voice was barely a breath. "They experimented on people to remove their identities, to turn them into shadows the world wouldn't notice." I felt sick. And I was one of them. He didn't deny it. "I wanted to get you out. I tried, but I was too late until the night I found you." I stared at him. "You saved me from them." He nodded once. "But now they want you back because you're the only one who escaped with your mind still yours." A cold realization hit me. And if they catch me, I lose myself? "Worse," Adrian said quietly. "You disappear." His hand trembled against my cheek. "I won't let that happen." Chapter 9. The Betrayal That Broke Everything. Morning came with a quiet that didn't feel right. Adrian sensed it first. He grabbed my wrist. "They found us." Before I could breathe, doors burst open. Armed men, the same insignia on their jackets. I stepped back. Adrian stepped forward. "You'll touch him over my dead body." One of them smirked. "That can be arranged." Adrian charged. He was fast, faster than anyone I'd ever seen. But there were too many. A shot rang out. "Adrian!" He staggered, blood slipping down his arm, but he didn't stop fighting. Then, a voice echoed from behind the soldiers. "Enough." A man stepped forward. I knew that face from my memories. The one who kept saying, "Don't let him escape." He smiled at me. "You came back, just like I knew you would." Adrian snarled, "Stay away from him." "Oh, Adrian," he laughed, "you really think he'll survive without us? His mind isn't stable. He needs the program." "My mind is mine," I said through my teeth. "For now," he replied. Adrian moved to shield me, and in that moment, the man whispered, "Take him." Adrian looked back. "No, run!"
but they grabbed me before I could move. His scream tore through me. "Let him go!" They didn't.
Chapter 10. The Ending He Chose for Us. I don't remember much after that. Just chaos. Shouts. Adrian fighting like a man possessed. Then an explosion. Smoke everywhere. Someone pulling me. Warm hands. Familiar hands. We stumbled outside. Adrian collapsed to his knees, clutching his bleeding side. "Adrian!" I held his face, panic choking me. "Stay awake! Stay with me!" He smiled. Soft, pained, beautiful. "You asked me once why I helped you," he whispered. Tears blurred my vision. "I remember." His fingers brushed my cheek. "Because you were the first person who ever looked at me like I wasn't a monster." "You're not," I choked out. "You saved me, again and again. And I'd do it 1,000 times. But this time, you need to save yourself." I shook my head violently. No, Adrian, don't talk like that." He pressed something into my hand. A key. "The car. Take it. Go." "I'm not leaving you." He leaned forward, touching his forehead to mine. "You lived in fear your whole life. I want you to live now, even if it's without me." "Adrian!" His voice broke. "Run, please." The men were closing in. Adrian stood, pain tearing through his body, and faced them alone for me. I looked at the key, then at him. He mouthed one last sentence. "I love you." My heart shattering, I ran. Not because I wanted to, because he wanted me to. Behind me, gunshots, shouts, a final scream that didn't sound like pain. It sounded like victory. Then, silence. And I kept running until the world blurred into darkness.
Epilogue. The message he left behind. Weeks later, I found a letter hidden in the car. His handwriting. "If you're reading this, it means you survived. Good. Live a life big enough for both of us. And if someday someone saves you the way I saved you that night, don't run from it. Let yourself be loved. You deserve that much." I held the letter to my chest, and for the first time since losing him, I wasn't afraid. Because Adrian wasn't gone. Not really. He lived in every breath I took, every step I made forward, every moment of freedom he fought to give me. And that was enough.